Mr. Balfour, Mr. Balfour, I'm from UCBC News. Could I have an interview, please?
I'm a very busy man. As you know, I have just become the Prime Minister. It's 1902. I was actually born in East Lothian in Scotland, so how I've got this dodgy Lancashire accent, I'm not too sure. As I say, I am the new Prime Minister. It's 1902. My predecessor was Lord Salisbury. He was my uncle. Keep it in the family. Bit of nepotism goes a long way. I'm not really sure if I'm interested in education, if I'm being honest with you. I am, however, very interested in foreign imperialism. Whether I've got a desire to change education or not, I'm not too sure. You see, at the moment, socially and politically, Britain, well, we're just coming out of the Boer War in Africa. There's been so many losses and financial implications due to this. And, you know, I think that we're lagging behind the rest of Europe here. I think that technology in Germany's better. I think educationally they're better than us. And I also think that they're fitter than we are too. I don't think our citizens are fit enough in any way to stand against our European neighbours in a war situation. So you see, I've come up with this Education Act. We're going to call it the Balfour Act, after me. And I think this is going to improve citizenship massively. It's designed to improve citizenship. You start with the children, you create a country of great prosperity for the future. Now, I know the school boards were only invented 32 years ago by the Forster Act, but, you know, I don't really think they're working. I think we would be a lot better off if we placed our schools under the control of something local, something to do with education and authority. We could call them local education authorities. And these could be overseen by the borough councils. I think as well, because we need to move forward with technology, we need children to go to school for longer, to gain better qualifications, better skills. So I think we'll introduce secondary education and technical colleges. That'll sort it out. Oh, and the church schools that have always just paid for themselves, they'll also receive public funding from rates. I don't think the nonconformists are going to be too impressed with that. I think there's going to be a lot of opposition because they'll probably not want their money going towards Church of England schools. So, you know, might have a bit of a rumpus there, but we'll see how it goes. You know, David Lloyd George, he thinks that the 1870 Forster Act and the schooling there, he thinks those ideas were far more forward-thinking than my Balfour Act. He thinks my Balfour Act's a step backwards, but we'll see. Oh, and I've just got wind, you know, that there is this guy called John Clifford. He is an absolute pain in the... well, I can sort him out. What he wants to do is stop people from paying the rates. Because he says people are angry that ratepayers' money is being used to fund religious teaching. He also says non-church schools, which were funded purely by public money and had no public control, now, well, he's not happy, put it that way. Teachers from non-church schools are going to have to undergo religious education and religious testing. Again, he don't think that's fair. So, I don't know what we're going to do with him. Anyway, it's December and my act has just been passed in Parliament. So, I've got it through whether they're happy or not. You see, the problem here is, though, that the passive resistance, led by John Clifford, is telling people to withhold a portion of their rates. He's telling people that the portion of their rates equal to what would get spent on education, they shouldn't pay it. But do you know what? If they don't pay it, I'll fine them. I'll take the goods off them. I'll take their houses off them. And I'll even jail them. So really, I'm not going to be a popular guy because of this act. I'm thinking at the next election, I might be on a sticky wicket. But not to worry, even though I know I'm not going to win the 1906 general election, I do resurrect my political career by becoming the Foreign Secretary, and a lot of foreign policy to do with Israel is something that I am, as I said before, very, very interested in. So thanks UCBC for the interview, and I hope that puts you in the picture as to what I'm going to do for my 1902 Balfour Act.
Thank you very much. This has been UCBC News.